The rain hammered against the glass windows of the grand ballroom, muffling the chatter inside. Chandeliers glowed above crystal tables, and the city's elite gathered in tailored suits and glittering gowns. To them, it was just another charity gala. To Lydia Monroe, it was the night she had been waiting for. 6 years ago, Lydia had been the rising star of her firm, a brilliant architect with designs destined to reshape the skyline. She had trusted her best friend, Vanessa Cole, with everything. Secrets, dreams, even her life's biggest project. But trust had been her downfall. Vanessa had stolen Lydia's designs, claimed them as her own, and climbed the corporate ladder on the ruins of Lydia's career. While Vanessa's name flashed in magazines, Lydia's was dragged through the mud. Rumors of plagiarism and fraud, spread by Vanessa, left Lydia jobless, friendless, and humiliated. For years, Lydia hid in the shadows, nursing her wounds. But she didn't stay broken. She sharpened her mind, built quiet connections, and planned. And tonight, Vanessa Cole was the star of the gala, about to receive an award for Visionary of the Year. Lydia intended to make sure it would be her last night at the top. Lydia stepped through the ballroom doors in a sleek black dress that shimmered under the light. Heads turned, whispers followed. But she ignored them. She wasn't here to blend in, she was here to strike. From across the room, Vanessa spotted her. Shock flickered in her eyes, quickly masked by a polished smile. She swept toward Lydia with the grace of someone who thought she had already won. Well, Vanessa purred. I didn't expect to see you here. Lydia tilted her head, her lips curving into a calm smile. I wouldn't miss your big night. Vanessa's eyes narrowed slightly. She leaned closer. Careful, darling. This isn't your world anymore. Oh, Lydia said, her voice cool as ice. It's more mine than you realize. Vanessa didn't know that Lydia had spent months working behind the scenes with investigative journalists, gathering evidence, emails, forged contracts, stolen blueprints. Every betrayal Vanessa had ever committed was neatly packaged, ready to be revealed. But Lydia didn't just want to expose her. She wanted Vanessa to crumble. As the speeches began, Lydia slipped backstage, her heels silent on the marble floor. In the control room, the technician, an old friend Lydia had once helped, nodded at her. Are you sure about this? He asked. Lydia's eyes hardened. Press play when I signal. Minutes later, Vanessa stood at the podium, dazzling in her diamond gown, basking in applause. She spoke about innovation, about integrity, about the future. Lydia listened, her heart pounding. Then raised her hand. The technician hit a button. The massive screen behind Vanessa flickered. Instead of the company logo, emails flashed. Across it, messages of Vanessa, plotting Lydia's downfall, scheming to steal her designs, mocking her as too trusting, too naive. The room fell silent. Gasps filled the air. Vanessa froze mid-sentence, her face draining of color. No, this is fake. She stammered, her voice cracking. It's lies. But the evidence rolled on. Bank transfers, signed documents, even recorded calls. The audience watched, horrified, as the image of their visionary shattered before their eyes. Lydia stepped forward, her voice carrying across the stunned hall. Innovation, built on betrayal, is not vision. It's theft. Tonight, the truth finally speaks. The crowd erupted not in applause, but in outrage. Sponsors stormed out, journalists scribbled notes, and Vanessa's investors turned away from her with disgust. Security closed in, but not for Lydia. For Vanessa, who was now surrounded by scandal. Later, as the gala descended into chaos, Lydia slipped outside into the rain. The cool drops washed over her face. But inside she felt only fire, justice. Long delayed but finally served. A car door opened behind her. The technician leaned out. It worked better than I imagined. She's finished. Lydia allowed herself a small, satisfied smile. She destroyed my life once. Tonight, I returned the favor. For a moment, she looked back at the glittering building where Vanessa's empire had collapsed in a single night. Then she turned away, the city lights reflecting in her eyes. Lydia Monroe was no longer the victim. She was the victor, and the last laugh was hers.